Each year sees more than 90,000 Chinese students studying in the UK. After the gloom of the recession, job seekers are going to face intense competition for jobs. Where can they find the opportunities? A China Skills recruitment event was held in London recently, and we were there to see what employers and employees were looking for in an increasingly demanding workplace.
Hello, I'm Julie Zhou. This is Bloomberg office. To meet the growing demand for China-related talent, the Chopsticks Club organized a recruitment event for job seekers in the niche skill markets, as well as the companies with the operations in China.
The companies had to be wanting people who could speak Mandarin. Some of them want other skills too, but the number one requirement was somebody could either speak Mandarin as a native speaker or had studied Mandarin at university. And you know, some of the jobs, obviously, it's only a native speaker who's Chinese who'd really be able to do that job.
While the majority of the job seekers attending were new graduates, many experienced professionals were also seeking advice and information.
我现在有一个 internship 在 Aon 里边，在维也纳的 Aon， 不是这边伦敦的。我想让他帮我调过去，到了伦敦来。我觉得在英国中国人很多，而且中国人的职业，就是说很多中国人在一个很好的职业里边上班，比如说是在 financial analyst。 或者是accountants 或者是 lawyer 都有很多中国人。
I do believe in myself in terms of securing a graduate job. I've already got a job already, so that is a one-year graduate intern. So I'm now just looking for opportunities beyond that, getting ahead really.
H.J. Colston, the founder of the Chopsticks Club, made a keynote speech to welcome all the guests before the job fair started.
The club was established in 1993 and we are really proud this year, 2013, to be celebrating 20 years of driving UK-China relations.
The Chopsticks Club was founded in 1993 by Rupert Hoodworth under the original name of China Tuesday. It was taken over and renamed by Durham University alumna H.J. Colston and an entrepreneur, Teresa Booth. Rupert is famous all over China as the founder of the Who Run China Rich List of Billionaires, while the Chopsticks Club has become well known for its dedication to create a unique platform for the British and Chinese communities. H.J. has great confidence for the future prospects within the Chinese talent market.
We really hope that this will become an annual event, and next year obviously we'll need to find a space that could accommodate more companies, but maybe next year it's 30 companies and 500 job seekers.
More than 20 multinationals and SMEs attended the job fair, seeking to fill global roles based in China or the UK across a variety of sectors, including media, law, engineering, telecom, aviation, and accountancy.
We were very pleased to be invited by the Chopsticks Club, which is great for us because, you know, as a business we are growing in the UK and we are recruiting. Huawei has actually recruited 70% of the UK employees in the business are recruited locally. We come from China, we are a Chinese business, but we're also an international business. And our job when we're recruiting and looking for people is looking to bring in the best talent and the person who suits that role the best. That's our job. Huawei as a business is that's led on innovation and meeting our customers' needs. So that's, we'd welcome, ultimately we're looking for people who share that or want to work for a business.
Retail giant Selfridges is a highly valued presence in the China job market and took this opportunity to showcase its enterprise culture.
Our expectation is not only to find as many candidates as possible, but also it's a little bit for us to heighten our brand so that we can show our brand as well and be aware for the candidates. Because I feel that it's our responsibility as well to be approachable for the candidates, not just for the candidates to come to us. So this is our chance to come to the candidates.
So, in terms of skills and experience, what caliber of applicant were the multinational companies seeking for their China operations?
Well, naturally, our culture is very international, so we like people coming from both Chinese and English-speaking backgrounds, but it's important to have an understanding in both languages.
我们感觉到今天大部分的求职者呢，他们都是应届的毕业生。他们可能最近就是现在面临最大的问题就是说，如果需要留下来，找到一份长期的这种工作呢，他们首先面对的是签证的问题。那就目前来说呢，可能这个也是我们暂时不能帮助他们解决的一个问题。
On the other side of recruitment scale, this event also attracted many headhunters.
I came here today to see which companies are hiring because I've been involved in China issues for about 10 years, and it's been very interesting to see how recruitment activities have moved away from the finance side into luxury goods, engineering, even media. And I think that's an interesting sign as to what the Chinese economy is doing and what impact it's having in the UK. I think the role of HR in China has changed. It's still relatively immature, but it's becoming better at what it does. But Chinese employees, if they're good, the retention issue is becoming ever more apparent, because if they're good, they will move from one company to the other, not because they're disloyal, but because I believe foreign companies don't really understand the local market, and they don't understand the channels in which they can attract talent, new talent, and so they stick to the guys they know. And so the same Chinese guys will be headhunted time and time again by the same foreign companies. It's a problem.
The date offered a variety of activities as well as recruitment, including HR experts Martin Archer's workshops for job seekers.
The first workshop was really thinking about some of the issues that are involved in recruiting Chinese people and keeping Chinese people in your company. And the second workshop was really about understanding something of the differences between how Chinese companies recruit and how more international companies or UK companies recruit. So we find that generally Chinese companies are looking for people who will be hardworking and loyal. Now this is very different in the UK, because in the UK or in international companies, often companies say you need to have a good degree, but what the subject is doesn't matter. Now they are looking for certain things like different skills, but actually they tend to be very open. They're going to say, okay, you've got a good degree, but what we want to do is test you, we want to talk to you, we want to find out what you want in life, what you want in your career. We want to find out about you and what motivates you.
The day was running off with a networking event, offering an informal opportunity for both employers and candidates to communicate. The Minister for UK Universities and Science supported the event by participating in the networking activity and delivering a speech.
Well, thank you very much indeed. It's great to be here. I'm a great admirer of the Chopsticks Club. I think it's an excellent organisation. I think what it does, bringing together people from Britain in China, is really important. I didn't bring my CV along this evening. I missed my chance, didn't I?
First Secretary for Education from Chinese Embassy, Chao Fenghe, also supported the event.
Looking ahead, we firmly believe that the potential of further collaborations between our two countries will be tremendous. The need, therefore, for British people or organizations to understand more about Chinese culture, Chinese thinking, and how to engage effectively with them through language and with cultural sensitivity is becoming more and more important.
Other guests share their suggestions with the candidates about how to best sell themselves and get a job during an interview.
It's a great thing people talk about in the UK, and I'm sure exactly the same way in China. You've got to think of yourself a little bit as a product. What are your unique selling points? What are you particularly good at? Focus on what you're good at. You know, if you write well, that should be something you emphasize. If you're particularly well organized, that should be something you should, if you feel a very process-driven person, you should emphasize your strengths. Think of yourself as a product. You know, think of accentuating the positives. That's what you've got to do when you're looking for a job.
If I have 10 people with the same education background, I want the person who really wants the job, not just thinking like, okay, maybe I can do it. Yeah. Basically, my important thing is what makes them different and what is their passion.
我觉得他们呢，要增加一些自信，再一个就是要提前好好的准备一下，要学会善于沟通，善于介绍和推销自己，有自信的去介绍和推销自己。我想他们在这里的学习、生活经历以及他们基础的那扎实都够了，最主要的就是在这几个方面，再提高和好好准备一下，我觉得就可以了。
浙江International Julie Zhou, Marquez Li Li, Chen Zhang reporting from London.